police department? This is Mrs. Harry Mason, 455 Fifth Avenue. Well, my husband and I are going to be away for the weekend, and we were hoping that you could keep an eye on things for us. Yes, I understand. You can? Oh, great, great. That would be wonderful. Oh, no, Mr. Mason's already left. Directly from a business trip. Matter of fact, I'm about to leave now. Thank you so much. Bye.
Every little detail carefully taken into account when you're reconnoitering a potential target. You can put those things over here. See, there's a lot of things that make for perfection in this line of work, Tammy, and well, they'll all come to you in due time, but you've just got to give it a little patience. After all, you keep trying to prove that you're a match for any man. Now look, just carefully serve your first year's apprenticeship with me.
Oh my gosh! What on earth are you doing?
You've got a lot to learn. Look, see, a moving flashlight in the house causes as much suspicion as just turning on the house light. Besides, the slightest appearance of secrecy puts one at a decided disadvantage. On the other hand, if one pretends that one owns the place, then the advantage becomes his. And anyone who challenges his rights begins to think that he's the one that made the mistake. So with that, it's all right to get up now.
Okay, all right. Well, let me just see if I can remove this mask. Get a little more comfortable.
You've got to approach everything with the fine eye of the connoisseur, Tammy. Now, I'd like you to leave me alone here for a while.
Hey, no way, Chief. I'd like to stay in house.
No, you'll be more help to me on the outside. See a strange car in the neighborhood, that's the first thing the police will notice. When you go back to your place, wait by the phone for my call.
Well, it sure seems to me like a person is an apprentice for a very long time.
Oh, wait, not that. No, go out the front door.
But somebody will see.
That's the whole idea. Remember, act as if you own the place. Ride out. Head high.
Well, I don't know.
Trust me, Tammy. You want to be a professional or don't?
Yes, of course.
Well, then, good night, Tammy.
Good night.
She'll learn. Kid's got promise. Oh, hush it. Stop. Better get something to keep this from getting crashed. Kitchen. Somebody's sure being persistent. Yes, I'll take everything you Oh, for the... Don't they ever give up? Murphy's Pool Hall? What? Who? Harry Mason? No Harry Mason here. Oh, you're Harry Mason. Oh, gee, well, glad to meet you. Why don't you come on down for a game of pool? Huh? What? I can hardly hear you. Are you calling long distance? Oh, you are. Okay. Yeah? What? You're trying to find your wife. So why'd you call a pool hall? Jumper. Murphy Pool Hall. Okay, 50 miles. He does decide to come back. That gives me an hour. Better keep moving. Well, I'll take everything. Yes, I'll take everything. Yes, I'll take everything. Everything you own.
the second floor, and I even more.
Just a minute. Good evening.
Oh, Uncle Harry, you're the only person I can turn to now. You are my Uncle Harry, aren't you?
And who else could I be?
I bet you don't even know who I am. I'm Marjorie.
Marjorie, of course.
Frank's brother.
Frank. Frank.
Your brother.
Oh, that's Frank. Gosh, it's been a long time.
Well, actually, we've never met.
Never met, and it has been a long time.
Mama's never forgiven you, you know. I grew up thinking of you as the mystery man of the family.
Yeah, isn't it strange? I never did know why they were so upset with me. But what brings you here? And I see you brought someone with you.
Uncle Harry, this is Eddie Kinsell, my fiancé.
How do you do?
How are you, sir?
We're running away to be married.
What a shame you picked tonight. You see, if you'll excuse me, I've got to keep packing here. I'm on my way up to the lake to join your aunt.
But a fur coat? This is July. Where are you going?
Oh, it gets cold up at Green Lake.
Oh, Eddie, whatever will we do? There's no place else for us to go.
Don't worry, honey. This is sort of an emergency, sir. Originally, we weren't planning to marry until I saved a little money ahead. But now her mother has forced us into it.
Mama announced my engagement to that awful Tidewater. She's been pushing him at me ever since his father became bank manager. She won't even look at Eddie because he works at a gas station.
So when she announced the engagement, we got the license right away and drove down here to be out of the race when it stopped at the fan.
But we don't have much money and we're trying to find a place to stay until we have the ceremony on Monday.
We were hoping you'd put us up for the weekend and long enough afterwards for her mother to cool down.
Well, if only I wasn't going to be away.
We could watch things here for you.
Huh. That might work. I'll do it. You can stay a week. Stay a month. My home is your home.
Darling, thank you so much.
Now, I'm sure you kids would like to, have something better to do than stand around and gab with an old man. So, why don't you go out and get your things and get settled upstairs, and then maybe you'd like to go out and look for a clergyman or something.
Eddie, I think we'll do that.
If you say so, Margaret, I'll go get our stuff.
Oh, Uncle Harry, you're a dear. I wish I had known you a long time ago.
Well, I'll just, I'll give you the names of some clergymen that I know. Actually, I'm fairly well connected in church circles. One makes some very profitable acquaintances through the church.
Where will I put these, sir?
Oh, upstairs, turn to the right. You take the front room. Marjorie can have the one across the hall.
And you won't have to worry about a thing while you're gone.
Yes, I'm sure the Masons would be overjoyed to hear you say that. And now, to work.
Uncle Harry! Uncle Harry, where's that list of names? Eddie and I will try to find someone to marry.
Right, they're right here, and you two just run along. And remember, when you come back, the house will be yours.
Oh, and if Mama should come looking for me, please don't tell her anything.
Oh, you can count on me. Oh, that's all I need would be for her mother to show up at the door now. Or maybe Girl Scouts selling cookies. I better be ready to move out of here. And now, the piece de resistance. patients here. Come on. Oh, ow! What is this, Grand Central Station? Good evening, Heidi.
Harry Mason, you won't have Thank you, never thought you'd see me again, Mr. Motherboy.
What I did? No. Who else could I possibly be?
Never even been to call her.
Perhaps you shrunk.
You don't recognize me. And after all we met to each other, well, I couldn't expect you to remember it in so many years.
Gotcha. I know I'm a cad, but the name escapes me.
After all those beautiful times at Fremont High, you don't remember little Violet Murdoch?
Little Violet Murdoch! Well, of course, now I remember those long walks, the dances, the copied exams.
Yeah, you do remember.
Violet, please, I'm a married man. Oh.
Where is she?
Oh, Olive, she's gone up to the lake for the weekend.
And you're here alone? Are you kidding, Harry? Wouldn't you like to get away from all this?
Now that you mention it, yes.
There's something gone wrong between you and your wife.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was packing. I am going to leave her.
It was fate that brought me here tonight of all nights. I just found out we had a fire convention, and I thought I'd drop in on good old Harry to see how he was doing. Oh, Harry, I'm such a lonely person. Let's fly away together tonight. Mexico, my love, warm and moonlight, gentle breezes up the snow.
Oh, wait. Things are moving just a little fast here. This is a big decision. I'm going to have some time to think about this. I've really got to be totally free of your distracting presence. Perhaps you should leave.
I'll go back to my hotel and pack, and then when I get there...
Oh, wait. Let's make it a little more definite. Say, midnight sharp.
How significant! The dawn of a new day! Why? Do you mean it, Harry?
I mean it. Now go.
I actually can't believe it's really happening. It's just as I've always dreamed. I think I'm going to faint.
No. Come on. Speak to me. You got it. Oh. Well, any respite helps. Okay. If I can just apply a little concentration to this test. Good evening, officer. Oh, I'm fine, yes. Why, somebody been complaining?
We're supposed to keep an eye on this place this weekend. Well, the family's away. Do you live here?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I've been packing. I'm going to go join my wife at the lake.
The way I had it, you'd gone up there already, and she was joining you. But if your wife's up at the lake, what do we got here?
Oh, that's not Mrs. Mason. That's, the other woman.
I guess. What's wrong with her? Is she drunk?
No, she's emotionally overwrought. See, we were going to run away together, and the strain was too much for her.
And you're leaving your wife for her? You are Harry Mason, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And
and the lady there, that's Violet Murdoch.
Well, what? Do you still want us to keep an eye on this place this weekend?
Oh, no, I'm glad you brought that up, officer. Now, there'll be a young couple staying here until Mrs. Mason returns.
Better give me their names.
Their names? Yes, Marjorie Mason, my niece, and her fiance, Edward himself.
Well, what? I'm sorry I barged in on you like this, but we got our
Well,
orders.
that's all right, officer. It gives me confidence to see our lawn working so carefully on the alert.
Is that your wedding picture?
Oh, yes, doesn't look anything like me, does it? I had a lot more hair back then.
Yeah, those funny clothes sure made you look different.
Yeah.
Too. Bell bottoms,
Yeah.
long hair, long beans.
All right. From now on, they'll expect nobody to be home, so from now on, nobody's home. But I am getting just a bit tired of playing man of the house. Somewhere I'm going about this all wrong. Oh, but I can hear those tumblers fall. Oh, Tammy, yeah, it's me. Look, no, I'm still having some trouble with that wall safe, and something's come up here. Somebody's coming. I'll get back to you. Bye. Violet, we gotta go. Gotta get you out of here. Come on. Violet, come on. Oh. Hey, right here. Don't move.
Yeah, that's our number, all right. Operator, yeah, there seems to be something wrong with this line. Every time I try calling from Jackson, I kept getting the wrong number. Yeah, would you read me back, please? 267-9872. Thank you. Yes, it seems to be fine now. Thanks. Hey, while I have you, would you put me through the Green Lake Lodge, please? Yeah, that's the one. Thanks. Yes, good evening. The Mason Suite, please. Allo, Harry. Say, I tried to call you earlier, but there was something wrong with this stupid phone. Now I'm home. I just drove in from Jackson. Now, wait a minute. Before you climb all over me, you know that Dawson contract I've been working on for over a year? Well, the old man's ready to sign. Yeah! Woo! The only catch is, he's leaving for Europe first thing in the morning, and he wants to see me before he leaves to go over the final specifications. Yeah, I had to come home and get my worksheet so I can figure out where I come up with all those numbers. Yeah, and if I'm going to get any sleep before I meet with him, I'm going to have to turn right around and drive back to Jackson. I guess this takes care of our weekend. Look, you can still catch the train and get back in here around midnight if you want to. Yeah, I should be home by around noontime. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Oh, I know they were in here. That's the one. All right.
I'm not sure how much more my heart can stand.
Harry! It's dark in here! Harry!
Oh, I'm right here, dear.
You're sitting there in the dark.
It soothes my eyes.
I'm so ashamed. Did I do a silly thing?
Look, Violet, you always were an emotionally sensitive person. Oh gosh, we've got to get you back to your hotel. And remember, midnight.
Midnight's so far away, Harry. Kiss me goodbye.
Oh, no, I never trust myself. So midnight.
Midnight and then for always.
For always. Right. Patience pays off. The fuse box. Gotta shut off the main breaker.
I know you're in there. I can see the lights on upstairs.
Oh no, the kid's left the lights on. Oh. Coming. Good evening.
Where are they? This is the only place within 1,000 miles Marjorie could have come. Don't you dare deny it. You're hiding them in this house.
Where are who?
Oh, small wonder you don't remember me. It's been 20 years since that time. Strange, but I remember you as shorter with more hair.
I agree with my hair didn't.
Ow! Marjorie flouted my authority and run off with that worthless Kid-Sal boy. Clyde, come in here.
Send out invitations, did ya?
Are they here?
Marjorie came by a little while ago. They said they were going to go to Mexico to be married. They kept them going more than an hour. Mexico, that's south on Highway 23.
We can still catch up with my little sports model is not more power and think self-hokey.
Oh, forget it. Harry Mason, you need to think you can steer me out of here so easily. You've come to some understanding with Marjorie. Oh, look at here. Clyde, try upstairs.
Right. Is it okay, sir? I wouldn't dream of intruding.
Go right ahead. You certainly seem to have the upper hand for the moment.
Right you are.
Nothing in there.
Oh, you might try the basement. That's always a great place to look.
There's some luggage up here, Mr. Mason.
Aha! I'll soon know if it's Marjorie's or not. Get out of my way.
I don't know if I should be doing this.
Sit down, son. There's no use in everybody being upset.
I'm feeling awful bored, but she's a determined woman.
Look, take it from me. They're all like that. Answer me one question. Are you really in love with Marjorie?
Well, yes, sir. Ever since school.
Well, take it from me. Those school romances don't always work. We'll overlook the fact that Marjorie is not in love with you.
Well, you may be right, but she'll see things more clearly once we're married. Her mother and I agree.
Her mother and you. Well, who's running your life? You or her mother? Do you really want to have that for a mother-in-law?
Oh, I never thought of that. Crazy, isn't it?
Is Marjorie's luggage all right? They've not only been here, they're coming back. Harry, for the sake of the family's good name, you must tell me where they are. Forget for the moment that I hate your guts. No, I dislike you. Think of me only as an anxious mother.
Why so anxious? Didn't Sal seem to me like a fairly pleasant, steady, serious chap?
Mr. Mason, I've been given this.
Oh, be quiet, Clyde. Harry, please, I appeal to you.
I'm not so sure you do.
license, they can't possibly be married before Monday.
Well, then I'll move. Then I'll wait right here till they get back.
Oh, no. Mrs. Mason, I think...
Why be quiet? You please be still. Harry.
Yeah, in fact, I'm all packed. I can't myself. But, something else comes up and I can't get out of here.
Well, please don't let me keep you. I can deal with Marjorie without your help. Or are you afraid I'll ransack the house while you're gone?
Try if you dare. Well, I think I'll stick around until the kids get home. It'd be kind of like running out on a good movie.
I'd rather you went on your way. Besides, our problems with Marjorie aren't your concern. If you'd been in your right mind when they came, you'd have sent them back where they belong.
How old is Marjorie anyway?
She's 22. Why?
That settles it then. The girl is certainly of age. The best you can do her at this point is wish her good luck and butt out. And I can be big about it and do the same.
Oh, you honestly. Harry, how could anyone remain so consistent with Marjorie? I don't think he has gone by.
It's hard. But why do you hate me so anyway?
Can't you just stand there and tell me that you've forgotten the spring dance?
Oh, the spring dance. Well, were there several spring dances?
It was just before Frank and I were married. Not precisely the dance, but what happened afterwards.
To be sure, it's always the aftermath of the dance that lingers in memory.
You two would rather I laugh. You stay right where you are. I may need you as a character witness should I lose control. You can say I was provoked into assault. Oh, my blood boils whenever I think of it.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. What did I do?
Oh, you lurked outside the ballroom. And while Frank and I went for a walk in the woods, you snuck back and let the air out of our tires. When we got back, everybody was gone. The ballroom was locked and dark. We couldn't even get you to take home. We ended up walking the whole 7 miles back to
Listen to me. Who's there? I have something to say.
Mama, why?
Oh, suddenly I don't feel well.
What did you think you were up to? Oh, I know you. You thought you were getting away with something, didn't you? I never thought you'd turn out so rebellious.
Come on, Ed. You can't let her talk to your fiancé like that.
Yeah, you can't talk to my fiance that way.
We'll just see about that fiancé bit. I intend to take legal action if necessary to keep you away from Marjorie.
What do I do now?
Stand up to her. She has no right to talk to you that way.
Yeah, what he just said.
I'll deal with you later.
Now, look, it's getting late. Why don't we all go up to bed before somebody says something he or she regrets?
Don't touch me. How dare you mention that at a time like this?
Oh, wait a minute. We won't be pushed around. We have the marriage license. The ceremony is set for Monday afternoon. Everyone is invited, but no one is stopping us.
But you can't. Working in a gas station. What are you ever going to do with yourself?
Right now, I just like to go home.
And you don't even know you're doing it the rest of your life.
Oh, but she's louder than I am.
Look, it seems to me that the main objection here, based on Edward's financial status, is totally ridiculous. After all, how much were you making when you and Frank got married?
That's entirely beside the point.
That is the point. You two have worked very hard for many years to get to where you are now, and yet you expect Marjorie to start out at that same level.
Okay, isn't that downright unfair?
Oh, come on, Ed, you can get stronger than that.
First thing I thought of, let's see. Well, that's a stupid way of looking at it.
Much better. See, lightning didn't strike you, and
and if she does, sue her.
Oh, young man, I want you to repeat that.
What you can think of, it's not so bad. I realize now you're just a big bluff. And it's time someone called you. Ma'am, don't have me. I'm here for a call.
But it's absolute murder.
Oh, Eddie, I knew I had to make a mistake.
Oh, Marjorie, I simply can't understand you after we've given you all the advantages anyone would want.
All except the most important, a little understanding and respect.
Why, what have I done to set you against me like this?
You've been against me all my life, don't you see? I've never had a life of my own, but I'm starting one now, and I will not have it dictated by anyone, not even Eddie. This is nothing against you, Mama. This is what I do.
Look, it seems to me that the main objection here is based on money.
That's it. In my neighborhood, the rates turn on the shelf, and I have to get out of that atmosphere before I become the bad.
You will not say one word against the family.
I have nothing against money, Mama, but it shouldn't be used as an excuse to put people down.
Look, I've got a few things to say here, but don't worry, I won't give away any of your secrets.
John, what are you referring to as my secret? I have nothing to hide.
That's commendable of you, old girl, but then we've had our day, haven't we? No, actually, I was thinking of that matter of the embezzled funds, you know, when they never did find the money, and then, well, after he paid his debt to society, somehow he managed to find the money to start his own business.
I know, that must have been Mama's brother, Uncle Charlie. It sounds like
Why is it unprincipled lie? Harry Mason, I'll have you up on libel.
Libel? Against whom? I didn't even mention any names, but of course, Marjorie knows your family much better than I, and thus she drew her own conclusions.
Surely you don't believe all of this.
Yeah. Look. It really is getting late. Why don't we all go on upstairs to bed and get a good night's sleep? Clyde, you're welcome to stay also.
Thanks just the same, sir. But I'll be going home now where I belong. I realize now that I'm only an intruder here.
Disillusioned, Clyde?
It's not that, sir. Rather surprised, though.
Clyde, now this was door slander.
Oh, it doesn't matter, Mrs. Mason. I've learned far much more than that tonight about myself. Are you coming with me?
No, I'm not. When the time comes, my husband can come get me.
Tell him to check the air on those tires before he leaves. Sorry, Marjorie.
Take that belt.
You're saying how long?
You don't think I'd let you trot off on your little weekend and leave these children here unchaperoned, do you?
Well, if you're not staying, then I won't go either.
Oh, Uncle Harry, don't give up your weekend just for us. I can handle Mama now, and I'll never forget what you've done for us tonight.
Neither will I.
Actually, a lot of people will have cause to remember this evening. Harry Mason included. Look, it really is getting late. I've got to get some sleep before I drive up to the lake, so why don't you kids go on up first?
Good night, Uncle Harry. We're sorry if we spoiled your weekend.
Oh, look, please don't trouble yourself on my account. Just tell me which room I may have and then leave me alone.
You may have the smallest room. It's at the end of the hall. I'll put out some of Ollie's things on the bed for you.
You just wait until Olive gets home.
Look, if you're trying to wield Olive as a weapon against me, it won't work. Olive has no legal hold over me whatsoever. You see? Olive and I, after all, were never married. This night is really taking its toll on me.
I thought you were upstairs. You certainly did a lot of lurking in the dark.
Actually, I do some of my best work in the dark. What brings you down here now?
Oh, thanks to you, you horrid man, I can't sleep a wink. I hope you won't be bright with some crackers and milk.
Go right ahead and clean out the entire refrigerator for all I care. Okay, no time to worry about the alarms now.
Harry, where do you keep the silverware? I can't find out the saying in here.
Silverware.
Yeah, I want a soup spoon. That's all I need.
Soup spoon. All right. One soup spoon. Come here. There you are. One soup spoon. And, oh wait, you might want a knife. Some cheese and crackers. There you are. One knife. Oh, and a fork. Just in case there's some of that cake left over. There you are. A fork. Now you have some silverware.
Thank you. I know this is foolish of me to ask, but why do you keep the silverware? Never mind. I don't think I want to know.
Tammy, yeah, it's me. Look, meet me at the corner in 10 minutes. I'm not there in half an hour. Leave without me. Bye. Okay, here goes nothing. All right.
Dear boy! So that's the way the wind blows. No wonder he was so eager to get rid of us. Well, I guess now I'll have to be the one to break the news to Olive. Oh, well, on second thought, it's probably the best thing that could happen to a poor woman.
I thought I turned that lamp off. Oh, that's right. Harry was home. What's this? My jewels! Oh, my fur coat! There's a man in my room! Hello, police department! This is Mrs. Harry Mason, 455 Fifth Avenue. I need a police person over here right away. Thank you.
Hey, who turned the light on in my eyes? Oh, geez, who do you think you are?
You stay right where you are. Don't move 1 inch closer.
What's all the commotion out here? Oh, hello! You must be Olive. We weren't expecting you back so soon.
Did I hear somebody scream?
Well, Mert, I like that. Well, when she looks that way, I look this way.
Will somebody please pay attention to me? Who are you people?
Now, put that silly thing down. I'm your sister-in-law, Frank Mason's wife, and that's your niece, Marjorie. That, heaven help her, is her fiancé, Edward Kinsell.
But what are you all doing here?
Oh, and Olive, we're so glad you came back. Eddie and I will be grateful to Uncle Harry for the rest of our lives.
I just don't understand. Where are my jewels? My fur coat? And who knows what else? Where were you people when my house was being robbed?
Bob? Well, I'm sure I don't know anything about... Unless that's what the silverware was doing in the suitcase.
I saw a fur coat, a couple of suits, but he said he was packing to go join you.
I can't make the slightest sense out of this. Who are you talking about?
Uncle Harry, of course.
You barely missed him.
But Harry went to Jackson on business before I caught the train home.
I know this will come as quite a shock. And I hate to hear it. But Harry's left you for another woman.
Mom, we were just getting back at him for taking our side of his chores.
Harry? My Harry?
Well, obviously not your Harry anymore.
me away for the weekend. He's been planning this all along.
Well, think about it, dear. It's about all one can expect from these common law arrangements. I mean, it's not as if you were married to the man.
What was that?
After what you said about slander.
He told me. He blatantly admitted it.
And just what else has Harry been up to while I've been away?
Oh, and Olive, you simply can't believe any of this. You are married to the nicest, kindest, wisest man in the world.
Harry? I can't believe that about him either.
And Sarah, too, he said we should move in with you. Oh, until after the wedding on Monday.
Oh, he did?
Oh, he's turned my daughter against me and he's maligned my family name.
But Harry never opens his mouth when there are other people around.
Well, he did tonight.
Oh, no, there's the police. All right, who called the police here?
I did. I'm Mrs. Mason.
I thought you were up at Green Lake.
I arrived sooner than expected. I need your help. I want you to find my husband.
Oh, no, lady. That's out of my line. It's strictly a family affair between you and him and the other one.
Other one? What do you mean?
He said her name was, Violet Burdock.
Violet Burdock. Violet Burdock? Well, Harry hasn't seen her since high school.
Well, I was here earlier and she was passed out on the couch. There. But I saw that, he told me everything that they were going to do and what they were planning. I saw them a few minutes ago driving in her car. She was driving, hanging on to him with one arm. He waved at me and Look, miss, I got no right to butt in on something personal.
Officer, it becomes more than personal when that man and his woman accomplice robbed this house before leaving.
Well, that does put a different light on it. What's missing?
Well, my jewels, my fur coat for beginners.
Oh, don't forget the silverware.
Officer, you arrest him for burglary, and I'll take care of the personal matter.
Well, I better be calling headquarters.
Oh, everybody must think of my family now.
Oh, Marge, I don't mind if you don't. It kind of makes us even.
Mr. Kingstown, will you stop gawking at my daughter?
Well, I'd like to know who has a better right to look at her.
Hey, you're learning.
Julie, hey, give me that. Oh, no, I'll wait.
I've been doing some thinking tonight, thanks to Uncle Harry. And you know, it seems other people can't think for me any better than I can think for myself.
You certainly haven't heard the last from me.
Oh, I believe we have. You have no moral or legal right to force your will on either Marge or me. If you can't stand what we're doing, then just back off and let go!
Hey, Ashley. Oh, it's about time. Get that donut out of your mouth and get on the air. You got to look out for a light Ford Bronco. Driving male passenger. Passenger's Harry Mason. That's right, the guy who lives here. Yeah, he robbed his own house and ran off with the dame. They're both up there. She's an accomplice. Yeah, I got a description of him. He's when I was here earlier. He's kind of tall, balding, has a beard, pretty sharp dresser.
Hey, officer, that's not my Harry you're describing. Harry's well under 6 feet tall. He weighs 140 pounds and wears a mustache.
Wait a minute, Joe. Look, lady, I was here earlier.
That's right, Olive. Harry's tall and dapper.
Listen, I have lived with you. Oh, no.
Yes, we know your sort of little secret. There's no need to be so blatant about it.
Look, Pat, just pick up the car and bring them both in. Huh? Look, is anybody else where they're headed?
Oh, Mexico!
Probably heading south on Highway 23. Yeah, that's right between the Highway Patrol and the Jackson Police. I just spotted this side of Jackson. Well, won't be long now.
And Harry even told me he was going to go to Jackson. I never dreamed.
Poor Harry, he must have been driven today. Oh, and didn't you even have a clue?
Nothing. Even when Harry called the phone off, I didn't think anything was wrong. I thought he was looking forward to this weekend just as much as I. I knew how important that Dawson contract was to him.
Well, look, if you old folks won't be needing me anymore, I'll be on my way.
Officer, please let me know as soon as you hear anything.
You'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Probably for me. Pat! What do you mean, who's this? Huh? Hey, who is this anyway? All right, you asked me first. I'm the officer of the law, that's who? Who? Who did you say you were? Harry Mason? Why are you all
Let me
coming
have that phone.
Where are you? But Jackson's 50 miles from here. But you couldn't possibly be. But, look, I just saw you here in town a few minutes ago. I did too.
Oh, he does he? Oh, Harry, exactly what do you have to say for yourself? You demand an explanation? I don't think so. Where have you been? What have you been doing? But Harry, they told me. Harry, really, all this time? Harry, I'm so sorry, but that's what they said. Oh, Harry, I don't want to trouble you with all this right now. I know you have that big important meeting tomorrow morning. Yes, I just want you to relax now and get a good night's sleep. I'll explain everything to you later. All right. Okay. Good night now, my love. Well, it seems to me that an explanation is due from you people. You have allowed a total stranger to rob this house right under your very noses.
But he was here when we came.
And he was here when I came.
And he was here when I came. Listen, you haven't seen Harry for a long time. But our wedding picture's right here on the table. Table? Oh, good grief, don't tell me you've taken that, too.
Julie, give me Pat again. Yeah, emergency clearance. Pat? Yeah, wrong name on that guy. He isn't Harry Mason. No. If I had a name for him, I'd tell you. Look, look, he sounds like a professional to me. Well, no. The description still stands. It's the same guy. Look, I'll brief you when I get back.
A professional what?
Housebreaker, man. Why, you had everything. The accomplice, the getaway car, you name it.
Then that horrible man was a criminal.
Ooh, that's too bad. I wish you were my Uncle Harry.
We might have all been murdered.
Oh, no, ma'am. That kind of professional doesn't use a gun. He doesn't have to. Why, he gets what he wants without it, and nobody gets hurt.
Well, anyway, I'm so relieved to find out that you haven't been living in sin all these years.
Hey, that's not Uncle Harry. And we're all here as uninvited guests. Oh, and we're sorry we didn't know.
Stay, of course. I just feel I need people around me right now to talk to me and tell me what's happened here tonight.
Oh, you can't even imagine. So I come with Edward and down and down.
When I left here earlier today, I asked myself, what's the one thing a man seeks most in life? Security. Security from hunger, from the elements, from the wolves in the wilderness.
Yeah, but why did that come back?
Bodily security. Officer, as a citizen and a taxpayer, I beg you to give me police protection. I throw myself at the mercy of the law. Look, I finally managed to get away from violence. At the red light, at the corner of Sunset and Parkview. I asked my driver to park not too far from here, but I had to run and jump for her. And hedges and ditches come on. But she's got an unerring instinct. She's right behind me. And then I get back here, irony of irony, my car and driver are gone. I can't blame Tammy. I told her to wait for me for just a half an hour.
Harry, no, don't play games with me. Happiness.
The loose in her car, officer. Every bit of it's intact. I bear the woman no malice. She's just an innocent bystander.
Whoever you are, I'll never forget what you did tonight. If you want, I'll even be a character witness at your trial.
So will I.
No, so will I.
Wow, kids, that's great, but no, she more than canceled the two of you out. Officer, after tonight I have this one overwhelming need, solitude. And I'd like to think that since I've saved your department considerable time and expense by turning myself in, that they'll see fit to honor my request.
Harry, you can't hide from me forever.
Oh, yes, I can! Officer, I beg you, give me solitary confinement.
by sailing to the west instead of sailing to the east. I told him I thought the earth was round. I sent him down to see good Queen Isabella, to pawn her jewels for all they're worth. Next day he set sail, and as everyone knows, he fell off the edge of the earth and A great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sang, and I hollered, someone save me. That's the moment I woke up, thank the Lord. For the people said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. The people said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under, but it's all so happy it will never float. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. St. Catherine's Church in this peaceful little town, there are 3 great bells in the tower, and they ring song, ding, ding. And Mendon Presbyterian Church, you can hear the bells in the steeple, and they ring dong, dong. And they are Lutheran church across town. There are 2 silver bells for the Lord, and they ring ding, ding. And every night the church bells ring. This is the song the church bells sing. Dong, ding, ding, dong, dong, ding, ding. Learning at last, the things we did wrong. Everyone will sing in the good Lord's sight. Word to America, that one world. God's light stands to make a world. The different races are meant to be. Our strength and glory from sea to sea. One color is dark skin. One color is dark skin. And then it's black, brown, and yellow, and red, and it's white. Everyone will sing in the good Lord's sight. One color is dark skin. One color is dark skin. And then it's black, brown, and yellow, and it's red, and it's white. Everyone will sing in the good Lord's sight.
Yes, and each and every one of them is worth a fortune in medical payments. That would be a lot of cash and her late husband so filthy rich.
Heavenly reward. You can fill his shoes and your hand.
You bet your bedpan, baby. We're getting right out of the palm of my hand.
I hope for her sake you washed it first. So when are you going to propose to her?
No, I don't know. Maybe today. The sooner I propose, the sooner we'll be wed.
And the sooner you're wed, the sooner you can arrange to have a little accident. Once you're a wealthy widower, you can marry the woman you really love. All right, I'll restrain myself. Just make your proposal short and sweet. You know how jealous I am. Don't forget that your partner in crime will be your partner for life.
But I forget. And as soon as she helps to secure a line of cash for fortune, she's going to have a big accident. Have you paid the moment while I arrived?
Oh, yes, darling.
No, don't say that to walls and ears.
Oh, and the floors have lips and the ceilings have eyeballs. I know, I know. Mr. M.C. Head, report to the
In a perfect place for an old fat accident.
Yeah? I'm the new nurse, Wendy March. I've been hired to work here. This is my first day on the job.
A rookie, huh? We'll break in fast enough. Tell the action head nurse. You just got one thing to remember. What I say goes. Yes, ma'am. Nurse Captain, Dr. Wolf wants to tell you that he needs you in his office right away. Ah, all right. Cover the back for me. No, just keep an eye on it. Just what did I need? Yes, sir, Captain.
Hello? I'm Wendy March. I'm the new nurse.
I'm Ivy Drip. I shake hands, but I have to watch it to death.
Well, I think Nurse Patrick was speaking figuratively. I don't think she meant you had to stare at it.
Well, if you say so, welcome to the clinic.
Thanks. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, there's no need to be. Why, most folks here are real friendly. Just watch out for Nurse Hatchet. And whatever you do, don't let Dr. Devereaux catch you alone in the linen closet.
I'll remember that. Say, since there's no one here, would you like to get off your feet?
No, I'd love to, but they're attached to my ankles.
What I meant was, would you like to go sit down?
No, sure.
One of the first things I learned in nursing school was how tired you can get standing all day.
Oh, that's the truth. Wendy?
That's right, Wendy March.
What a pretty name. Real breezy.
I'm an orphan. That's what the sisters in the St. Jude orphanage named me, because it was on a windy March day they took me in as an infant.
That's interesting. Gee, just think. If it had been a different time of year, I could be sitting here talking to Sweaty July. It's colder. You don't know who your parents were?
No, I was found floating in a baby buggy down the Potomac River.
The Potomac River in Washington, D.C.?
The same. That was over 20 years ago. I've given up all hope of ever finding my family.
Nurse Ivy Drip, report for report. Speaking Mr. Lodge, Mr. Bill A. Lodge, report to
I gotta go.
Now you're running into each other around the clinic.
Oh, I hope not. That would hurt.
Sir, back to life.
Mr. Harry Lake, the doctor.
Hello,
Dr. Feelgood. Mendon. My head is spinning, my heart is throbbing, my stomach is doing flip-flops. Either I have fallen in love with this girl or I'm suffering from vertigo and palpitations, acid indigestion. Welcome to Hanover Clinic.
My face is flushed, my ears are ringing, there's a lump in my throat. Either I've fallen in love with this guy, or I'm having an attack of the epizooties. Thank you, doctor.
Wendy Marsh. What a nice name.
I'm an orphan. That's just I was found floated in a baby buggy down the Coney River. That was over 20 years ago. I've given up all hope of ever finding my family.
God, we only met just a moment ago, but yet I feel like I know all about you. Then I've seen you before in my dreams.
Hey, can somebody help me?
Well, what seems to be the matter, youngster?
Well, my mama gave me 2 pennies to buy some candy in the store, but I got little in my pocket, you see? So I put the pennies in my mouth, and then went running around to the store itself, and I swallowed the pennies, and I don't feel so good.
Well, why don't you come with me? We'll take some x-rays. Why, it won't hurt a bit.
Okay, mister.
If you'll excuse us.
Oh, certainly, Dr. Good.
Oh, Wendy. I don't mind if you call me Phil. That is when Nurse Hatchet is around.
Oh, I will. Bill.
Come along, Sonny. Tell me, how do you feel?
Like a piggy bank. Come on, like a piggy bank. What a wonderful day. After years of struggling through nursing school, attending classes during the day, and working as a dancer or in the Polinsky's burlesque theater at night, I finally become a nurse. Not only am I beginning my new career, but I've met a handsome and noble young intern who I could love with all my heart. Should I pinch myself to see if this is going to glorious breeze?
Relax, cutie. I'm just reading with friendly. What do you want to do nurse you've been expecting here? Well, I'm Dr. Devereaux, Dr. Dog's Breath Devereaux. Big man here at the clinic. It's soon to be even bigger once I marry a lot of cash. And so it would be in your best interest to be nice.
I always try to be nice to everyone, Dr. Devereaux, but I expect our relationship to be strictly business, nothing more.
Then I certainly shall respect your wishes. So what's your name?
I'm Wendy Marsh. I'm an orphan. Recently, March Day, I've been taken into business. I'm your son. In a baby buggy down the Potomac River. That was over 20 years ago. I've given up all hope of ever finding my family.
All right, already. I didn't want to know the family history. Just your name, Wendy Marsh. Rather odd name. Kind of funny, quite amusing.
I wouldn't talk if I were you. Dog breath?
Yes, I'll admit my name was a little unusual. You see, I was born during a blizzard. A blizzard so severe that my father was unable to drive my mother to the hospital. Fortunately, our next-door neighbor was a doctor, and he was able to come over and sedate Mommy and deliver me. It was while he was filling out the necessary information on the birth certificate that our family dog, Garnsey, ran into the room and leaped upon Mumsy's throne, right on top of the bed. The doctor was just about to ask Mumsy what she wanted to name me as Garnsey licked Mumsy right across the lip and she murmured,
Dog breath.
To make the name Dog's Breath honored and revered. And soon it shall be, once the Hanover Ditch Cash Clinic is turned into the Dog's Breath Devereaux Clinic, all my dreams will come true. Won't you congratulate me, little girl? I was just showing our new nurse a little golfing off the presentation. And wow, that was a close one, though.
Of you. My, what a pretty young thing. I'm Riley Cash, and what's your name, dear?
I'm Wendy Marsh.
the desk is left unattended. Will you kindly familiarize yourself with it?
Certainly, Doctor. Excuse me.
And well, if you want to order the pleasure of your visit today, my dear.
Well, I thought perhaps you might escort me on a little tour of the clinic. Dear Hanover always handles business. But he's passed away. I do my best to assume his responsibility.
Yeah, so then you can find someone to help share the burden with.
Oh, that would be such a relief. I would welcome any thoughts you might have.
Well, I do happen to have a few ideas on the matter. Perhaps if you were way over by the stairs while I give our new nurse some instructions, then I can join you there shortly.
I would be happy to. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the matter, Dr. Raffles.
So tell me, cutie, you live alone, you want to ride home, we could have a couple of little pops and send up a Chinese.
Yes, I live alone. I don't even like Chinese, and no, I do not want to ride home. I prefer to take the trolley.
Playing hard to get, are you?
I am not here to play, Doctor. I'm here to work. Would you please tell me what the desk duties are here in the emergency room?
Well, you must learn to answer the phone properly. And if any patients should arrive, make sure they fill out the patient information chart. Making sure that you collect a $50 deposit from them for services before you even lend them the pen.
I would think treating the patient would be our primary concern.
My dear Florence Nightingale, you have a lot to learn. What do you think this is, ER?
Is this the emergency room?
Yes, it is. What seems to be the problem?
I've been in a horrible accident. I was run over by a chicken truck. My clothes are free.
Well, take the note. Give the nurse $50.
I don't have a bank account.
Oh, tragedy of tragedies. This patient's going to die.
I still have $1,000 cash.
A miracle she's going to live. Quick, nurse, our twins are orderly. And ma'am, must we give the nurse your name, please?
Oh, I hurt.
Yes, I'm sure you do, but we need your name.
That is my name. Olivia Irene Hurt.
You rang for an orderly? No, I called for room service. Can't you see this woman is in dire need of operation? Take her for room 108.
Here we go. Easy. My name's Ward. Ward Helper.
Now look, I got a big lot of the clinic, so you people watch on the desk.
What are you doing? Keeping a watch on the desk. Well, I think Dr. Devereaux just meant for you to stay here. Oh, okay. I have just met the most wonderful men. Do you know Bill Good? Oh, Dr. Good? Sure. All the nurses at the clinic are crazy about him. But he won't give them a second look. He says he's waiting for the girl of his dreams to come along. And when she does, his heart will recognize her. Isn't that the most romantic thing you ever heard? Oh, golly, yes it is. When we first met, he said he'd seen me before, in his dreams. No kidding! Then you must be the one he's been waiting for! Lucky girl! Dare I tell? Oh, dare! Dare! He's perfect for you! So handsome and noble and good through and through! Maybe he's too good for me. What do you mean? Should I tell her? I have a shameful secret. I had to work my way through nursing school, and the only job I could find was dancing in the chorus at Polinsky's Burlesque Theater. Do you think Bill could ever love a girl who's danced in burlesque? Oh, see, I don't know. Dr. Good has awfully high standards. I wouldn't tell him if I were you. Oh, I won't. But I hate to deceive him. I've always felt that two people who are in love should be totally open and honest with each other. I know what you mean. I have a boyfriend too. Lord help her. He's Oh, he's so nice, and he's really strong and gentle, too.
Hey, Dr. Payne. Dr. E. D. Payne. Reporting.
Well, isn't this cozy? You plan to stand around all day in your strip, or do you think maybe you could get a little work done today? Well, Dr. Devereaux told me to stand right here. Oh, he did he? Where is dog breath? Well, he went to show Mrs. Pence around the clinic. So, she arrived. Oh, what's for that? Take Nurse March with you and distribute the bedpans to the kids. Come on, Wendy. Oh, Nurse Hatchet. Where are they? Where I always store them. In the icebox!
Excuse me. Is this the emergency room?
Well, it ain't the Vanderbilt mansion, honey. What's your problem?
I'm thinking, from the dance at Emergency Select Theater, I twisted an ankle. That's how my livelihood. It hurts when I put my weight on it, please. Ouch! Oh, the pain! The pain! Can you help me?
We'll give it a shot.
Oh, no, I was thinking more like a bandage or something.
I'll ring for an orderly. Fill this up and don't forget the deposit.
Did you ring for me, Nurse Hatchet?
Yes, Mr. Helper, the patient has injured her ankle. Take her to the X-ray laboratory.
I'll just get a wheelchair.
Oh, we don't need one of those. You look strong enough to carry a little girl like me.
Well, sure, ma'am, but...
Oh, the pain! The pain!
Maybe you better carry her.
That's it, strong
She's in the ladies' room. Please, but I got to make a bit of impression on her. How's everything around here?
Well, to be expected.
Are you a doctor? No, I wear this full getup so I can look like a pharmacist from Walmart. I've got this problem with my stomach and my feet. What seems to be the problem? I can't see my feet because of my stomach. Man looks like Wimpy. Well, I think the solution is simple, my friend. If you want to see your feet, either buy a full-length pair, go on a diet, or buy larger shoes. That'll be $20. Give the nurse some
Report to bookkeeping.
Oh, here you are, Doctor.
Oh, yes, here I am. Here I am. As acting director of the clinic, I feel it necessary to check on all the departments.
And apparently you're doing a splendid job, Dr. Frontier. Is there somewhere we can speak a little more private?
Why, surely we can sit right over here, Lana.
Well, Doctor, I think the time has come for you to appoint a permanent director of the Hanover Detached Clinic. I believe the doctor's best for the job would be you.
Lana, I'm overwhelmed and absolutely astounded. I would be very happy to be director of the clinic. And if I may be so bold, the only thing that would make me happier would be to allow me to replace Hanover Detached's place in your heart as well.
Doctor, this is so sudden.
Oh, my God, you certainly know how I feel about you, dearest.
Fired!
I was saying that you would make me the happiest man on earth if you would consent to be dismissed as the dog's friend at Devereaux.
Would you mind if I refer to myself as Lana Devereaux?
Whatever you want, darling.
All right, I'll marry you. I got the pencil on my toe. She must have very sensitive feet.
Yeah, Little's got corns, gigantic corns. I keep them for her all the time. Her feet are just two big, bumpy lumps. If you say to be my wife, you will be my bride.
Yes, Doctor, I will marry you. Oh, all right! I'm sorry, Nurse Hatchet. Are you okay? Did you say something to me? I said, are you okay? Oh, I know you're talking because your lips are moving, but I don't hear the word.
Good, Chris. Work able to do our ear specialist, Dr. Earwax.
I must say, Dr. Frank, your head nurse is very peculiar.
Yes, I know. No, she doesn't realize it yet, but I'm going to get rid of her permanently.
Happy? I've forgotten what true happiness is. For the last 20-odd years, I've lived under a cloud of sadness. You see, my daughter Anita, my only child, was married to a fine young man who was hired as a curator at the Smithsonian Institute in Washington. She and her husband Harry Ann, had a little baby girl named Linda. One windy March day, she never saw Linda again. She and her husband hired away for free. Head over and I survived the loss of our child and our grandchild, but our lives were empty and cold. He devoted himself to the clinic, and I to my charity work. So you see, darling, the only way I could ever be truly happy would be if my long grandchild were suddenly restored to me, alive and well.
Windy March day, and your long lost granddaughter, heirs for your fortune.
Yes, if only she were alive, everything I owned would be hers. I think I'm going
That's right, Wendy March.
He's the soul of compassion. I've just been helping all my life.
Oh, what could be the matter with Dr. Devereaux? He seemed as though he were in shock.
I don't know, maybe it's a delayed reaction to his becoming engaged.
Mrs. Cash seems very nice. I do hope she's making the right decision. Dr. Devereaux obviously has a roving eye.
Really? Which one?
I don't think he'll be faithful to her.
Oh, he will if he wants to get his hands on her millions. Millions? Why, sure. Lotta Cash is richer than a double chocolate cake. And she's just as sweet, too. Maybe she'll wise up
Nurse
before...
Vanille, Nurse Carrie Vanille. The lunch trays are ready for Sister Carrie.
They stepped outside into the air. Outside? Why outside? We got oxygen tanks all over the place.
Well, maybe they wanted to be alone. But I'd be happy to leave them a note for you if you want.
Outside, and I'll be right back.
But what about that?
Stick it in your ear, Stop taking me. Pull it out.
I think it's stuck.
Why do you have a pencil stuck in your ear?
Well, because Nurse Atkins said that if I couldn't leave her a note...
Never mind. Ivy, you should never stick anything in your ear. Why, you can damage your eardrum. Let's see if we can get it out of there.
Thanks, Doctor. I won't do it again. How was that little boy who swallowed the penny?
Why, the x-rays turned out great. You could definitely see some change in him.
Oh, you haven't met our new nurse. No, I might be.
Welcome aboard.
I'm Wendy March. I'm working. When I was in this,
Yes, right away, doctor.
Well, it seems as though we're alone now. Should I try to kiss her?
I guess we are alone. You think he likes me?
The doctors believe that technical lives, any girl who got, say, romantically involved with a doctor would have to be very understanding of the man on his time.
Oh, I understand completely.
You have to understand that he might be on call all hours of the night and day.
Naturally.
Come home exhausted. Need tender loving care,
Uh-huh.
a warm embrace, a gentle kiss.
Kiss?
Hey, Nurse Bo. Nurse Ann L. Bo. You're needed in examining the patient.
I know this is fun and all, but I know in my heart that you're the girl for me, so sweet and kind and innocent. Will you marry me?
Marry you? Oh, yes, still, yes.
Where do I see to check out of here? Wendy! Don't you look like a striptease? Get ready to bring your Bible and see so let's see it sometime. You can join us in the chorus line for old time's sake.
You were a burlesque dancer? Yeah. All right. Wendy, a burlesque dancer.
Dr. Good.
Hi there, big boy. Got my ankle all fixed up.
Good, I guess, you'll be going home now.
Oh, I don't know. I can hang around and have blood. Time could
I should be getting back to work.
Oh, come on. What's your hurry? Oh, I guess my bum ankle just ain't as good as I thought it was. Give me a hand. Please, ever so. Here's your
That's my girlfriend! Ivy, come here!
The way I'm treated around here, you think I had a fungus or something. Hey, big fella, she don't want you back. I'll take
Speaking of
you.
Dr. Hart. C.A. Hart. Report to surgery. Dr. C.A. Hart.
What are you doing? I'm writing a letter of resignation. Phil found out about my past from Trixie St. James, a girl I used to dance with at the burlesque theater. The look on his face made it clear he'll never forgive me for it. So I have to leave. I couldn't stand working here day after day, feeling about him like I do, and knowing he'll never love me in return. I know what you mean. Give piece of paper. Why? I'm resigning too. I just caught Ward kissing your friend Trixie. Well, if that's the kind of girlfriend he wants, he's welcome to her. Maybe you and I can go someplace else and get jobs together.
That would be swell. Although, I really think, to be fair, we should wait until someone comes to take over the desk. I wonder where Nurse Hatchet is, anyway.
Well, if I know her, she's probably outside, hiding in a bush somewhere, spying on Mrs. Cash and hiding in that bush.
I don't think that could be hiding in a bush. No.
I wouldn't put it past her. Now let's get these letters written so we can leave as soon as possible.
That girl is still here. She must be Lotta's long-lost granddaughter and got to find a way to get rid of her soon.
Dr. Devereaux?
Not now, Nurse March, not now. Lotta, you must be tired after a little stroll. Would you care to
Dr.
sit down?
Devereaux?
Not now, Nurse March, thank you.
Dr. Devereaux, I hate to be rude. The sisters at St. Jude Orphanage taught me much better.
You don't look well, Nurse March. I think I'll take your temperature.
Perhaps we should lie down.
The nurse is an idea. The nurse said, will you kindly take her to a bed someplace? No, not there. Take her down to a private room. She might have germs. Why do you have to go by the laboratory and have them take a specimen?
Of what?
Saliva. Well, some days are busier than others, but this morning does seem to be especially hectic. Sit down! Does that mean that you're a preacher?
I'm ordained, yes, but I prefer to say so to myself as a bringer of peace and harmony.
Well, what I really want to know is, can you perform marriage ceremonies?
I've joined many in holy matrimony at the temple.
No, that's wonderful. You see, Vlad and I intend to get married, and perhaps you can perform the ceremony for us right here today at the clinic. Why, Vlad, you were just asking me how I could take time away from the clinic to get married. And my sister, Sunstroke here was sitting Dr. Devereaux, Dr. Dog's Breath Devereaux, and this is my intended line of cash. Now, don't you think we can get out of the ceremony right away? Oh, yes, just so we get these people home by 11:15, I thought I'd carry one.
I had no idea how you felt about me, Doctor, that you were even contemplating marriage.
Marriage, yes, and murder also.
Patience is a virtue.
Virtue, yuck.
But first, perhaps you could help me.
What? I thought you were here to visit a patient.
Oh, no, I need to be a patient. Perhaps you noticed I'm a little busy.
I was wondering why you were swaying. Of course, I'll ring for an orderly right now. Come on. Perhaps you can make the ceremony short and sweet so you won't get dizzy.
Oh, that's kind and thoughtful. But wouldn't you prefer to wait and let me perform the ceremony at sunrise in a meadow strewn with flowers?
Are you out of your gourd? No.
It sounds lovely, dear, but how would they sleep?
Yes, we don't want a lot of dadus to get mixed up with rock shoes. Yes, Doctor. Ward, will you kindly take Sister Mr. Barnbeam here to Oh, really? I didn't notice.
Oh, dog crap. When I woke up this morning, I never dreamed today would be my wedding day. If I'm going to be married, I really must fetch it up.
Why, certainly I will. And while you're at it, why don't you go by the floral shop and pick up a nice bouquet of flowers? Make them silk, there's no pollen. Make it very you can use my Wegman's starch.
You will own also.
Oh, yes, I know. Yes, I will. Lady, will you curb your kids,
You just calm down, darling, and I'll be right there.
The arrival of Mr. Hyde was in the hour I will be wed. I will be wed on and I will be wealthy. After feeding my brains, I'll try to figure a way to get rid of that troublesome, meddlesome Nurse March. You ask for her name, she gives you the family history. She's bound to let the cat out of the bag if I don't find a way to get rid of her soon. I must destroy her.
Well, if it isn't the groom-to-be, and where is the blushing bride?
She went out to freshen up.
That ought to take a couple of weeks. If I can believe everything else that's been happening around here, I can believe that too.
So she's going to marry Lana and I here right at the clinic today. Roll your dust. I'm only marrying Lana for her money. I don't love her. We've been over it 100 times.
No! It's just that value with another woman is driving me out of my mind!
That'll be a short trip. Please don't hit her grip because when she gets her grip, it's like a chokehold. Come up over here along with something else I must tell you. Come over here.
Speaking, Dr. Waite. Dr. Graham Waite. Report to the press.
Hi, and you're like...
There is that! I checked every container and sailing.
It's an expression. It means there's a problem.
What kind of problem?
Well, it appears that Nurse March is Lana's long-lost granddaughter, whom she presumed drowned when she was a mere child.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not. Ask for her name, she gives you her life history.
Oh, I must have missed it.
Well, you're the only one, you and Lana. Now we've got to think of a way to get rid of her.
Well, you want to play her?
No, more serious than that. As long as she's alive, she can be a detriment to our plans and ruin them. I want you to help me murder her. She's this, Brent. Do it for me, because I love you, man. Yes, I'm a doctor. What seems to be the problem? Well, thank goodness if that was caused by gas. I hate to stick a needle in No, I'm not.
Why, you're about somebody you have to go get me to that delivery room right away!
Quicker. Get her from the living room. Make her go on quicker.
If you just give me your address. What?
days like this, and I wish I owned a jewelry store in Deion Sanders' hometown. Well, then, there are times when being a doctor who does have its advantages. How do you do, Miss St. James? I'm Dr. Devereaux, Dr. Dog's Breath Devereaux. Are you a patient here?
I sure am, honey. I twisted my ankle dancing in the corners of Walensky's Celeste Theater, but they fixed it up this great.
Yeah. And the lovely little egg that it's attached to isn't bad either.
Oh, God. You're making me blush all over.
That's a sign of good blood circulation. I feel it necessary to check all the bandages just to make sure that my employees are doing their job properly.
It would be my pleasure.
Why don't you just step right over here to the bed while I check you out?
Thank you, Midwife Ketchum. Midwife Hope, you Ketchum. Report to order of tea and take your time.
What do you think?
Nice, very nice. Quiet, lay down. No, not a word, not a word.
Now, Fred, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
What's
In a good mood, that's all. Stop driving me crazy with that gorgeous finish.
Oh, Lord, Fred, I'm blushing.
That's a sign of good blood circulation.
What's wrong with your boy?
Man, but it dissipates quickly. Now, back to business. How's the new patient?
Oh, she didn't make it to the delivery room.
And so I gathered from the public address announcement.
There's your baby girl.
I didn't think it would be a teenager.
Now, but don't you think we have to...
No, I don't want to talk about that now. No.
But, Dr. Fred, you gotta at least tell me.
Hold on.
You've never kissed me like that before.
No. Then if my bottom lip falls off, I'll know why.
Oh, everything you say, Doggy, you're a Doggy, you're
Of course we are. No, we're not.
Doggy Fred, I stopped by the florist shop and I found two bouquets, but I can't decide which one I like better. What do you prefer?
The one's on the left.
Fred, what's wrong with your boy?
Now, Lana, since you decided the ones on the left, why don't you take the other bouquet back to the floral shop?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll be right there.
And take your time.
Quite the Don Juan, ain't ya?
It's very difficult to explain.
You don't have to explain nothing to me, lover boy. It's your lady friends you gotta worry about. I did this time for little Trixie to bubbles.
What's your hurry to twinkle toes?
Seems to me you got more on your plate than you can handle already. I don't mind playing second fiddle, but with you, I'd probably end up on the platoon.
Well, lady friends come and go, you know. I may be available sooner than you think. It's like in about 35 minutes.
Well, if you do, you can find me at the theater.
Hey,
Say, I never did find that cute orderly friend. I think I'll give him one more look-see before I quit. See you back.
Thank you, Dr. Temple. Dr. Nick A. Temple, report to brain surgery.
now who's watching this? I gotta do everything around her myself. I'll tell the truth. It was all my nurse's idea.
That's pretty funny, Doctor. Nice to see a medical man with a sense of humor.
He's kidding around. I'm Dr. Devereaux, Dr. Dog's Breath Devereaux, officer.
Guns. Honey guns. I'm scheduled for a physical examination. The department requires us to get a checkup once a year.
A physical, certainly. Well, I'll ring for an orderly to be here just in a minute.
I got the patient's information you left. Violently, but I won't take the revolute. It was all his idea. I was just following an order.
Boy, girl, you're pretty pretty funny too, just like Dr. Devereaux here. I'll bet you keep your patients in stitches.
So you could be a comic in vaudeville.
Maybe I could be a comic cop. If the audience didn't like my performance, I still get a bang out of me. Still working on it. Well, this has been fun. But I better keep my appointment. I go on duty in an hour.
Yes, nurse, Officer Gunn is here for a physical examination. Will you kindly ring for an order?
Oh, yes, doctor.
I'm really in a hurry. The cook down at the jail is sick, and I promised I'd stop by a hash house and bring back some food for the prisoners.
Oh, really? Have you fed any good crooks lately? No way, nurse.
Good for nothing. Bank robbers, burglars, and a murderer or two.
Murders. How interesting.
Yeah, they'll probably get the chair. You rang for me?
Yes, Ward. Officer Gunn is here for a physical examination, and I'm about ready for a mental. Would you kindly take him down to the examining room, please?
Right this way, officer.
Freeze! We're playing cops and crooks, telling jokes with the whole yes.
What does he think he is that he's so tough?
Well, at least he didn't believe your stupid confession. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, I was nervous. Seeing him didn't upset you.
Not at all. You've got to be calm, cool, and collected if our plans to succeed.
You mean you still intend to go through with it?
Certainly, we'll just have to expedite it a little bit. We don't want Lana finding out how she used to be naked with her clerkship. And now we've got to be doubly careful with the cop on the premises. Now look, Lana's going to be back here in a few minutes, so why don't you and I go out that door and discuss their demise?
Please, Dr. Bottom. Dr. Seymour Bottom.
How could I have fallen in love so quickly, only to have it end so badly? How could I have found the girl of my dreams, only to lose her? What good is being a doctor if you can't mend your own wounds? Only have made a bandage for a broken heart.
Dr. Good, are you all right?
Oh, hi, Ward. Physically, I'm in perfect health. Emotionally, I'm a wreck.
That sounds like woman trouble.
Well, how did you know?
I'm in the same boat.
But I thought you and Ivy were getting along great.
We were until Trixie St. James showed up. After I bandaged her ankle, she grabbed me and was kissing me when Ivy walked in and saw us. Oh, I tried to explain, but she won't listen to me.
That's too bad. Trixie's the cause of my unhappiness as well. She revealed that Wendy was a burlesque dancer just like her.
Wendy? She might have been a dancer, but she was never like Trixie. Whether as different as an angel of mercy and the Grim Reaper.
You think so?
Isn't it obvious? If you really care for Wendy, you owe it to her to hear her side of the story. I know what she's going for.
Maybe you're right.
That woman has a terrible problem.
That's it, right? I'm an extra in a two-reeler western accent shoot near here. We were filming where the Indians attacked the fort when I suddenly developed this split in the headache. I can't imagine what hit me.
I can. I'm a doctor. Well, you got an arrow through your head.
Boy, you're good. That explains the strange looks the other passengers on the trolley car keep giving me. Can you help me?
Well, we'll try. Come right this way.
I told you I wasn't sick. Oh, and now I've lost my letter of resignation. I'll have to write another one. I want to do things professionally.
Me too.
Ivy, have you talked to Ward about, him and Trixie?
What's there to say? I mean, we treated a pair of Siamese twins once who weren't as close as Ward and Trixie.
I like Trixie. She's really sweet. despite her rough exterior, but I have to admit she's rather forward when it comes to men. I think that tip may have been her idea more than it was Ward's. I think you ought to give him a chance to explain.
You do? Gee, maybe I should. He's the nicest boyfriend I ever had. I sure would hate to lose him just because of a misunderstanding. But what about you and Dr. Good? Can you patch things up?
I'm afraid our troubles run too deep. Even though my behavior was perfectly respectable when I was earning my living as a dancer, I'm afraid Phil will never forgive me for working in such a tawdry establishment.
Ivy! Ivy! I sure wish you'd let me talk to you.
Wendy says I should give you a chance to explain. So explain.
Can we go someplace a little more private?
You two go ahead. I'll take care of the desk.
Paging Nurse Biter, Nurse Nell Biter, you're needed in the psychiatric ward.
Ivy, I just want you to know that that dancer you saw me with means nothing to me. You're the only girl I care for.
Well, it sure didn't look that way, Ford.
She kissed me before I knew it was happening. I don't know why. Maybe she was grateful I fixed up her ankle and that was her way of saying thanks.
Well, if that's the way she shows her gratitude, I'm sure glad you didn't perform major surgery on her.
It won't happen again. You do believe me, don't you?
Wendy says that Trixie isn't shy when it comes to men. Yes, I believe you.
And forgive me?
And forgive you, but I think I'm going to get you one of those surgical masks to wear till she checks out of here.
That's fine by me.
Me too.
Let's break up some more.
Why don't you go somewhere a little more private? I'll take care of things here.
Are you sure you don't mind?
Go on, I'll cover for you.
Thanks for everything. You're a real pal.
Paging Miss Plenty, with Patience A. Plenty. Dr. C. Eyeball in the eye clinic is ready to examine your pupils.
Are you sure this drug will work?
I'm positive. I'll just put a couple of drops in her tea. She'll take a couple of sips. She'll go to sleep and never wake up, making me the sole heir to both the clinic and her fortune.
Oh, as long as nobody finds out that that March girl is her long-lost granddaughter.
Yes, that's why we got to get rid of her too. If she were to find out that Alana's daughter, Anita Ham, was her mother, she could share in half of this fortune, and I don't want her to have any of it. I want it to be all mine.
Ours! Ours!
Oh, of course, ours. After I marry Lana and dispose of her, you and I will be wed, and everything I have will be yours as well. What was that?
What was what?
Your hearing hasn't been worth a hoot all day. Somebody's groaned.
I didn't hear anything. Yeah!
She must have overheard everything we said. Be careful with that. Resist.
I don't know. You two of you are despicable heads. You'll never get away with this horrible scheme.
And who do you think is going to stop us? Me.
I will. I'm going to stop the police.
I don't think so. Some way to get rid of her. I know when the coast is clear, we'll wrap her head in bandages so no one will recognize her. We'll put her in a wheelchair and wheel her to my car. And there I will drive her to the edge of town and push her over the cliff out of Ionia. It's so wonderful to be filled with this feeling. Go to your seats.
Look who I ran into. Mr. Sunbeam is completely healed.
Yes, your physician performed a miracle. Great. And now I'm ready to join you in holy matrimony.
John, Fred, I hope you don't mind. I invited a few of the people I ran across to the
more taxes.
All these people? All these people?
Why don't you sit in the seat over there and we'll sign the marriage license?
Gee, I'm glad I met you, Tommy.
Oh, I'm glad I met you too, Tricia.
You don't know where Wendy went, do you?
Well, last I saw, she was writing her letter of resignation. She might be gone.
Thanks for picking me up, Doc. You did a great job.
Glad to help.
Friends, we're gathered here to witness the exchanging of vows between Dr. George Devereaux and his beloved Lana Cash. And although I know that secretly I can sense the strong bonds of love that bind us. Don't you take part in the work and repeat after me. I ought to have some and Lana, repeat after me. I, Lana, promise to love, honor, and cherish you for as long as I live.
I, Lana, promise to love, honor, and cherish you for as long as I
Oh, it gives me great pleasure to pronounce you man and wife.
I bumped my head! Please, before we hurt the sun, I'm not coming!
Wait a minute, what was that?
It was probably my stomach. It always makes that noise whenever I eat taking shows with time.
It sounded like there was someone under the covers.
Yes, it's a patient.
Well, why is the head all covered up?
Well, she's dead. We'll get rid of her soon. Hello! I give her that, Dr. Devil. Don't be necessary anymore.
Wendy! You thought Wendy was dead? And you didn't tell us?
Well, I thought it would put a real damper on the wedding.
Poor me. You're going to kill me and Mrs. Cash.
She's hysterical.
No, I'm not. I overheard Dr. Devereaux and Nurse Hatchett talking. They said that after he married Mrs. Cash, they were going to murder her so that he would inherit the clinic and all her money. I want this marriage dissolved.
Girl, spill the beans.
I don't see anything.
Okay, get back to your seat.
You'll never get away with this, General. Give up this people's scheme.
Don't be so sure. I'll think of something. Maybe I can just botch an operation or two.
9 patients. That's a lot even for you in one day. While the surgeons organization will conduct an investigation.
And so would the police, especially if a cop were involved. Besides, I just had a physical and I checked out pretty good.
If anyone could manage it, he could.
So, I lost a couple of patients to the heart like a psoriasis. So what?
Dr. Devereaux, you are a discredit to your profession.
Yeah, well, I may be a cad, but I'm going to be a wealthy one. You see, I've got a lot of signature on the bottom of that marriage license, proving that we are married.
Oh, if only my hand over here to see how you disgrace this clinic.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself? Because you're going to join him shortly.
Mrs. Cash, I overheard something else. Dr. Devereaux said they were going to do away with me, too, because your daughter, Anita, was my mother. What? Anita's baby was taken from her on a windy March day. I enrolled in the Potomac River.
now. We gotta bring them away to gorillas before somebody else comes in. I know. We'll give them all a shot of morphine. They'll die instantly. Oh, no! What did you say? Oh, no! Music to a villain's ears. There's some police over there. Go get this thing. Stay right away, you are. The wheels are infirm.
Wendy! Go over to the cupboard there. Take the bottle from the shelf. Put it in the cupboard. Take the other bottle and put it on the shelf.
The book is the morphine that's in the cupboard too. In a minute they won't feel a thing.
He doesn't know how right he is. That's a muscle relaxer.
Okay, now I'm going all right. Since you've given me a migraine headache, you get to go first. No! Oh, be still, Phil.
Go ahead. He's going to die too. I don't want to live without him.
Well, then wait, bye-bye,
That is the most gruesome thing I've ever seen.
Obviously, she's never looked in a full-length mirror.
I love that girl. Take the key next.
Oh, gladly. How about one in the tongue and another in the arm?
My arm is dying.
Wait, the morphine's not working. She's trying to escape. Get her.
You can give me as many shots as you want, but it won't kill me. Ivy signaled me to substitute a muscle relaxer for the morphine you intended to give us.
Nurses, oil again. I'll give you a shot of this one.
No, you don't want to take me too.
I'd be glad to, but I don't think I'll need it with this pair. Hurry, you two. Hold that wrist.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, yeah. Harley, you give me a hand, we'll take these two attempted murderers off to jail.
It'll be my pleasure, officer.
I'll get the door.
And I'll mind to get the station, Tommy.
I like that, Christy.
You still got a cute ankle, kid.
Even if we're 80 by the time we get out of prison, dog's breath, we'll still be able to spend our golden years together.
Oh, get your head examined. Have you ever seen a worse exit for a villain in your life?
What experience? But I think I'll get back to the film studio. It's a heck of a lot safer than this place.
We need to get down to the town hall and dissolve this union with that dastardly Dr. Devereaux.
Yes, but first, I must race my mom on franchise. You cannot know the joy I feel in finally finding you, child. You are so like your sainted mother. Pretty, sweet, good-natured. I should have seen everything that was at once. As horrible as this day has been, I shall always treasure it. It's the day that you came back into my life.
I will treasure this day too, grandmother. For it is the day that I have found two riches. You and Phil.
Let me straighten out my hair, and then we'll have a nice long but definitely, I shall need a new administrator for the Hanover Decast Clinic. I will leave the Dr. Baxter for the doctors you got to put
I'd be honored, Mrs. Cat.
It looks like I'm going to see your grandmother-in-law. Until later, sisters. God bless you both.
Goodbye, grandmother.
Goodbye, Lotta.
Well, I knew you forgave me my sordid past when you thought I had died and you said you loved me.
I was a fool to let your former career bother me so. Give you a mean close.